Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Well, I say it's a little different. We're actually going to talk about a little bit of some welding stuff here today. I know you guys are excited, especially you welders out there. Now last time we talked about the Vulcan heavy duty welding cart that you get at Harbor Freight. If you haven't seen that video, please go back and check it up. I'll have a link in the description or up there at the top with the cards. It'll be linked to. And if you remembered, if you've seen that video, I showed you some pictures of my cart, you know, of things I was talking about. And I thought maybe this would be a good time to go over some of my stuff of what I own and what I have here and what I use. And it's a pretty good little everyday welding unit and everything. So let's get started here. All right. So I have a Lincoln, the Pro Mig 180. And really, if you're going to do any household project, a 180 will serve you well. You can do just about any household project or anything with a 180. A welder told my brother that, saying if you want to just do home stuff, a 180 is perfect. You can get away with a 90 amp, but it's just not as good. Like I know Harbor Freight's got them, those 90 amps for, you know, 190 bucks or 100 bucks or something like that. Or they got a 180, and that's what I'd recommend. And now this one is 220. I do believe it has the option to be 110. But I have 220 in my garage, so I just stick with the 220. Now, if I remember right, I bought this at a pawn shop. Yes, at a pawn shop. You can find some good stuff at pawn shops. Don't ever underestimate them. In fact, if you remember my little Micronis little battery analyzer, I picked that up at a pawn shop for really cheap, and it works fantastic. Well, this one was practically brand new, and it was still in the box, I think. It had been taken out. There might have been a few things missing, but it was mostly all there. Everything that I needed to work with was there. Anyway, and I think I spent 200 bucks. I bought that, brought it home, worked perfect. It still had a little test sample roll that I got in there. Now, I've already used all that up on all the various little projects I got, but it had it there for me to practice and everything, and it was actually pretty good. It wasn't bad. And this is actually a really good welder. I wish I had some pictures of some of the repairs I did. But I did a lot of repairs on my trailer. When I had to add clearance lights for the new law that came in, that your trailer had to get inspected to have all these lights on it, yada yada yada. So I welded some brackets and drilled it for some lights, and I've done had to repair a jack once, and I've done some other stuff, and I've done a lot of homemade little stuff, and I've actually just practiced, just tried to get out and practice. That's really the secret of welding, is just getting out there and practicing and everything. Now this thing will go up, I think it goes up to about a quarter. Let's see. Let's see if I can look at this chart up here. Okay, well it says it can do half. I've never gone that high. But you can see there's the settings for, and it says it'll go up to half. Let's see, what is that? Multi-pass required, blah blah. That's if you got shielded or non-shielded, and I have shielded wire right now in it. I do have the gas hookup for non-shielded whenever I do use it. So far I haven't, but my brother, he convinced me to go ahead and get the gas and everything. I'm glad I did too, because it's not cheap. But once you get into it, it's not so bad. Now, I had to buy a new hose here. It was the only thing. I think the other hose I think it leaked. It split on me. The regular hose, somehow it got damaged, and so I had to go out and buy a new hose. Also, I'd recommend that whenever you get doing a little bit more projects, that you get some longer leads. These are only about 4 or 6 foot or something. They're not very long. They're like not super long. I can't go very far with it. So that kind of restricts me, and that's something I want to do, is get some longer leads and a lot of longer ground. Let's see if I can pull the ground wire out without. But you can see that it ain't that much wiring when you're trying to work on some big stuff. So if you're going to get one of these in the future, near future, after you pick up some big project, I recommend getting some bigger leads or longer leads. Mainly some longer leads, and I'm definitely going to get some, because it's too much of a headache. Because right now I don't have an extension for my 220. So that thing only goes about 4 foot, and then that only goes maybe about 6 foot. So I have to be pretty close to everything. It has to be right up on top of me, and I'd like to be, it'd be nice to be a little bit away and everything, but now I'll have to live with that for right now, because they're not cheap. They don't give them away. I'd have to go look at Conroe Welding Supply or get on Amazon and see how much they cost. I didn't really look, but right now I just know I can't afford it. and everything. But this welder is really good. It's done really great. In fact, you know, before we move on to the other stuff, I'm actually thinking about building my motorcycle trailer with this. I've got the hitch, as you can see on the gold wing. It's got a little cover on it. That little eagle down there, that's a cover for the hitch. So I have the hitch, and I'm actually thinking about building my motorcycle trailer. I think it'd be a fun little project, and I don't think it's really that hard and everything. And luckily, I'm a designer, so I have 3D modeling programs that I can design and make prints. And if any of y'all are interested at the time when I'm making this and want to make your own, you know, maybe I can hand out the prints or something and share it or whatever. We'll work that out later on as time goes on. I mean, right now it is a fun thing I want to do, and I don't see that being a super hard project, and I don't really see that being hard. So I will get back to that. That might be something I might, you know, invest some time in later on once we get this business rolling and might start doing, you know, little steps on how to make a motorcycle trailer and everything. That would be cool. If you guys like that idea, please let me know down there in the comments, or give me a thumbs up or something. And let me know if you like that idea, if you'd like to see a motorcycle trailer. Just something that came up on the fly, but you know, I think I'd like to do that. It's always better feeling whenever you make your own stuff. That's what I always say. It's always better when you fix it or you make it yourself. You got more pride in it, regardless if it sucks or not. You got pride in it either way. All right, some other things I want to point out. Not on the unit, but some of the other equipment that I got is this Safety Jackson helmet, if I remember right. Yeah, this is a high-dollar welding helmet. It's one of the best. I'm sure some of you guys are going to tell me, oh, that's not the best, but these are really good helmets. And honestly, if you're a rookie like me, inexperienced, this makes life a little bit easier. I don't know. It's just the way it does its darkening and everything. I can see so clearly with this thing that I can actually lay down a really good bead. And that's really the whole idea about laying the bead and seeing it and following it around. So that's really important. And when you can see really good, that makes your welding so it's made me look like a halfway decent welder. Yeah. So I know these helmets are expensive. I don't remember how much, but I remember I paid a pretty penny for it. And in my opinion, it was worth every cent, because it has made my welds turn out pretty decent. I haven't had too many bad welds. I'm not going to say I'm the prettiest welder right now, although I've had some. When I did my trailer, I made some of them. I got pretty good where I didn't even have to grind any of them down to make them look nice. I was actually able to put a nice smooth bead on it because I could see pretty clear with this helmet, and I love it. I really do. Sometimes there's some things you need to spend money on, and one of these is this helmet. That's my recommendation. If you've never used one or try one out. You'll see what I'm talking about, and you'll love it and everything. But that was one of the big deals. I think that cost more than the dang unit did itself, was that welding helmet. My brother recommended this to me. He's a welder. You know, he took a lot of welding, and this is what they said one of the best helmets was. I'm sure I'll have a list of someone out down there that'll watch this video and go, this is the best, this is the best, you know, whatever. In my opinion, let's get that right. In my opinion, this is one of the best, and this is my favorite helmet. It has worked great. I've used other welding helmets. They work okay, but for some reason, it was hard to see. You'd have to be, you know, but this thing makes it really easy to see. It's really good, and I highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. Although it's a little overpriced, but it's a good helmet, nevertheless. It's really good, and definitely looking to get one, or at least, you know, watch some review videos. If you guys want to see a review video on that, let me know, and I'll make it happen and everything. Let's see, what else do I got? Well, the card's just a regular I picked up from Conroe Welding Supply. If you watched the Vulcan video, you'll know that those aren't the original wheels. I had one of them fall off, cheap thing. In fact, I wish I would have got the one from Harbor Freight that has the drawers. I think that would have been a lot better, but this will work. This provides my needs right now. So, and everything. But this thing will do a whole lot, and I really enjoy this welder. So if you're looking for a welder to tackle home projects, I'd say, you know, if you're a Miller guy, great. Or if you're Lincoln, but a 180 is definitely about the perfect size to do anything at home. I'm sure some of you guys got some bigger stuff and everything. That's cool. That's great. I'm working on getting a TIG machine. I've made some trade arrangements to get a TIG machine, so I'm hoping that comes in. I actually can't wait to start playing with it. Yeah. It's an older TIG machine, but I did some swapping and trading and and hopefully it'll be here in a few weeks and I can talk about that. Can't wait to actually give it a shot. It's supposed to be a really high dollar unit that came out of a machine shop, but they're closing down. They got rid of it, and I was able to swap some work and some labor, and boom. So hopefully here in a few weeks I'll get a call about getting ready to go get it. Everything, that would be awesome and all. So all right guys, I think that's everything I can talk about on it. Everything else is just standard. And like I said, the only thing I recommend about when you buy these is buy some longer leads, longer hoses. It's going to cost a lot, but once you're in it, and the upkeep, you know, filling up the bottles or getting wires, not that bad. I mean, I think I got like a, what was that, a 10-pound roll? I mean, that was in here. That's a huge roll. I ain't going through that anytime soon, let me tell you. That is one of those huge rolls. The other one they kept, the sample roll they gave with you, is just a little bitty thing. And I went through that in about 4 or 5 projects, little projects. Boom, it was done. They didn't give you much of a sampler and everything. So, all right, guys, I think that's everything. Those were some of my recommendations. If you guys have anything else and you want to share it, you know, feel free, comment. I'd like to hear your guys' stories or see what you guys have or what you're using. Share them down in the comments. You know, I'll try to get with you guys as soon as possible. I'm going to be in school again this weekend. Hopefully this is my last weekend for at least a little bit. I got still another course I got to take. So I'll be trying to get back and respond to your notes and everything in a timely manner. If I don't get back to you for a couple days, please don't get frustrated or anything. I do my best to get back to you guys, or at least answer anything that I can. Even if I don't know the answer, because I don't know everything. But, you know, I don't mind sharing my knowledge and helping out anybody. That's really all I'm here, is just to help out. If anybody's got any questions, you know, for any of this. And if I don't know the answer, I will hunt it down and go study and go find it. Or ask somebody, you know, and try to get you something. If I don't, if I can't, I can't. And I'll just give you my best recommendation, and that's about all I can do for you. But I will do my best. All right, guys, well, we're going to end this video here. I think I've blabbed on long enough. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe in the future we'll be putting a motorcycle trailer together. I'm thinking that after I'm really thinking, but that's something I really want to do. So we're going to give it a shot, I think. I don't think it's really hard. So I'll be looking more into that later. So that'll be in the near future and everything. So I'm going to end off here with my normal little thing here. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. You know, if you want to see more video of this type of content and everything, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. We do all kinds of stuff. We do Harbor Freight, we do welding, we do Gold Wing videos here, which I need to do some here pretty soon. Actually, I probably just need to clean her. She is nasty and dirty. Okay, back to this. I get sidetracked so easy. It's like something like shiny objects. But we do all kinds of stuff, and I mean, you can check out all the other videos for all my other things. And if you have ever have questions on any of the other videos, comment there and I will get back to you and everything, guys. So here we go, guys. All right, man, it has been fun, and I hope you guys are doing good out there, and we will see you later. So stay safe out there.